Okay. Make sure to comment, like the video, leave a subscribe, help me reach the monetization threshold, folks, with watch hours and 1K subscription. So just watch my long episodes that I've uploaded, or just leave it playing in the background. Help me reach the 4,000 watch hours. I have good amount, so if enough people watch it, I should get there pretty quickly. Also, check out my Cyberpunk complete playthrough, my Skyrim and Fallout playthrough, which is ongoing. It's been a minute since I had an update. Hopefully I'll have one soon. And my Outer Worlds playthrough. Help a brother out. Alright, let's continue. We are following the main quest. We're in this island of Haswana. I forgot the name of the island, I'll be honest. I forgot the name, so just... Well, it has two quests. One with Eder and another for the main quests.
Guess the sharpshooting lesson was wasted. Should have spent that time talking about home. I didn't stay long. Should have kept going.
I'm sorry, Maya. We'll do whatever we can to avenge them. Holy crap. Is that a... merman? What is that? Holy crap. Is that a merman? God, I still got barrettes for rats, seriously. Reroll damage per 6 seconds, damage taken. Interesting. I can't believe they still don't do auto sorting for this game. Seriously, come on, Obsidian. That shouldn't be too difficult. Who has high alchemy? Alchemy. Ah, she got high alchemy. Do some crafting with you. Food. +2 might, +1 all power levels, immune to constitution afflictions, immune to dexterity afflictions, immune to might afflictions. Damn, that's good. Let's craft this. Lightning bomb. I can create one. Sparkcaster. $10 to 15 lightning damage. Whoa. Action speed, coral snuff. This might actually be useful for Eder. Coral snuff. Holy shit. +2 might, +1 all power level, immune to constitution afflictions. I might give that to Maya. Attacked 8 shock damage. Storm toxin. Interesting, it freezes stuff for a bit. Potions, yeah. Mother of Pro Rahi. Yeah. Fires 15 Arcana Schools of Meteor Shower. And that's 15. Flat 2 plus is gain, total 19. Thank you. Storm of Holy Fire. Holy shit, that's a strong ass move. Flame. It instantiates a terrifying inferno of flame around the reader, inflicting burn damage. Oh, rubbish. Okay, I wonder which build would be the best for using scrolls. Area of effect, weakened for 12 seconds, approaching one blows, plus a benefit for all damage to anyone in the area, leaving them weakened. Knockout. Plus 8 all defenses against body affliction attacks. And positive. Let's Smoke. Okay. +1 penetration with spells. When a damaging attack hits a target, the attack's penetration is compared to the target's armor rating to determine how much damage gets through. Let's switch it up a little bit. Let's do colors version. So, Scroll of Tornado. There's 15. That is 10. Healing. Up. Full of art and life. Answer his outfit. Flames, Scrolls of Tattered Veils. Scrolls of Torrent of Flame. The Circle of Protection. Concussive Blast Trap. Bardato's Luxury. 5% chance to second target. Grants Nobility. Full of Binding Web. Okay. Ingredients, food and drink. +2 might, shark soup. Immune to constitution afflictions, immune to dexterity afflictions. Grog. +1 constitution. Which one did I think was good? Radius 14, perception. Okay, squad, meteor shower. Goal of chain lightning. Ring of overseeing. Eager blade. Dear.
What do you want?
Who were you before you put in the sword?
None of your god's damn business.
Animals rarely retain their consciousness, let alone their memory. They're different.
Nice of you to notice.
You hear what can only be a sneer.
I was a ruler beyond compare. Handsome, just, exceedingly well-muscled, beloved of my subjects and favored by Wodica.
Whoa, I'm impressed.
Excuse me? Sarcasm's my thing. Go find your own bit. In truth, I don't know who I was. So far as I can remember, I've always been a sword. Whatever memories I had of a time before, they're gone.
Who was
A
your
much
owner?
better swordswoman than you, to start.
If you say so, but if you ever want to talk about it.
You haven't earned the right to ask me these kinds of questions. I hardly know you. Let's go kill.
Let's see. Medium shield. With my boy Cadet Skull to deflection 12. Gladiator Thorn. Ooh. Horns or respite, one-handed, exceptional. Duskfall. Small shield. Interesting. Minor healing. iBUYPOWER, two-handed, exceptional. Oh wait, is this it? Deflection, reflex. Yes, this is it. Coral snuff. Oh, it's a drug. Plus 10 whoop. Put that here for now. Let's do a new. The shark soup, shark. QRS. There it is. What the hell? +2 Constitution, +1 Might. Intellect. Let's add these rest real quick. All right. Ribbed. Select a 17. 18. Warrior, +6 field deflection, +4 might. 2 shark soup. More. Let's quick save. We get 2 quests. One is Edder's quest. Storms of Kahara, the lighted path. Look for Ilafa in Hasango. A Dawnstar we met seemed to think Ilafa had settled in Hasango with her son. I gotta reach the lighthouse. Alright.
I don't get this at all. There was a Dawnstar settlement on Hasango.
Adder kicks at a few splinters of shattered wood strewn across the path.
The place got trampled just the same.
It doesn't seem to matter who he hurts. He does as he pleases. What he's doing must be so important that he was willing to sacrifice his own. This is a vile betrayal. I would hear it from him before passing judgment.
I wouldn't mind if he stopped walking for a minute. Let us know what he's up to. I'll tell you one thing. When we catch up to that unstoppable god statue, me and him are gonna have words. Lava better be alright.
Gotta find out, buddy.
This was here, all right. And it looks like he was headed to that lighthouse in the western end.
Okay. It's here. Oh shit, refugees. An Omaua, an Oama woman, world are toward you. Oama. No, it can't be Oama. It's pronounced O-Maua. Omaua, woman that whirls around towards you, her eyes wide and wild. Her uniform is disheveled as if from several days' wear, and her breath comes in rapid gasps. With her, there are few wounded soldiers and a huddle of commoners and dirt-stained farmers' moths.
Shut the door, quick, before the Naga get in.
It's already closed. Oh, that dead snake man was a Naga. It's already closed, but her eyes seem to be starting beyond it. The soldiers look up, too. Their faces are drawn with pain and exhaustion, their eyes rimmed red and gray. Meanwhile, the farmers cast nervous glances in your direction, drawing more tightly together. It's alright, I'm here to help. If those creatures want in, this door won't keep them out. I'll cut them for fish, but don't worry, I'm here to help.
We're the finest soldiers and cannoneers in Aora. We don't need anything.
Her hand starts to tremble at her side. There's something unusual about her brittle confidence, distant stare and shaking hand. You can read the signs. Whatever she saw here has rattled her to her core.
Captain, 2 places I've seen that look. Healers' tents and exceptional brothels. This is neither.
He blinks to you as if seeing you for the first time.
Wait, you're not the reinforcements. There are supposed to be reinforcements.
A tide of panic is rising behind her eyes. Calm down and tell me what happened. I come on the authority of all the powers in Nekataka. It's okay. Hazanui Karu sent me to find over what happened. Pull yourself together. It's okay. Hazanui Karu sent me. Calm down. Tell me. I come on the brother of all of air. Okay, let's go with the second one. The wounded soldier almost leaps to his feet. Maya rolls her eyes.
So, was this destruction the work of the Valians? Or maybe a trick of the Wada Queen?
His eyes dart wildly around the room. He's no better off than Zuhira. Calm down and tell me what happened here. Well, some will start making sense. We were never going anywhere. Okay. Calm down, tell me what happened here. She closes her eyes, but her hand's still shaking. Maya cocks her head and listens.
The first thing was the Colossus. It showed up a few days ago, a week ago, I can't be sure. But it was huge. Glowed like luminous Audra.
Eyes start to gaze over again. She stares into the distance, her mouth slightly open. Her wounded companion, meanwhile, is staring suspiciously at the farmers. They shrink from his gaze. That was Aothis. What happened next? You're here, you're safe. Snap out of that was Aothis.
That monster that killed our people?
I suppose he does look like a monster from down here.
I told you, Zuhira. The Godhammer scrambled their god, and now he's taking his revenge.
Interesting perspective, injured soldier. The soldier looks pointedly at the huddled farmers. They look away, cheeks flushed and brows perspiring.
Our gods are above petty motivations like revenge. No, Gon's got a bigger plan for you and me.
Shorty's right, don't jump to conclusions. We're aware of his atrocities.
It's no coincidence your Aethys shows up just as Latharn storms out.
He casts a poisonous glare at the farmers. But Zuhira is stuck in her memory.
The Colossus was coming right for us. Fleetmaster Ko ordered the gunhawks and cannoneers to take up positions.
She catches herself breaking off with an ashamed grimace.
They fought. The rest of us were sent below, like cowards.
Focus. What did the Colossus do then?
I heard cannon blasts, artillery fire. Felt the world shake. Then the water started coming in. We came back up, and the others were... I don't know. Like they'd been turned to ash. And the Colossus was walking away. The fort was flooding, where it had broken our walls, and the luminous Audra in the lighthouse had gone dark.
Oh shit. So he already took the energy from it. I see. What about the Naga?
They skulked in after, once our walls were down.
He scowls.
Those of us who were left fought. But those cowards moved through the sunken hallways. Ambushed us from below.
Only cowards are the ones who ran away from the fight. You fought to the last, take pride in that. And those of us who survived ended up here. Bozura and the Inks would look away in shame.
Those snakes are little more than animals. No match for trained Rawatayan warriors.
He snorts.
When the Hazanui's reinforcements get here, we'll strike back.
He trails off, his gaze distant at the scenarios of bloody vengeance. No doubt playing in his mind's eye.
And build our walls back up so nothing gets through. And double our cannons, so we can destroy that Colossus if it ever comes back.
Build our walls back up so nothing gets through. This is a fortress, surely you've got some way of fighting the Naga. Who's Latharin, and what can you get against these farmers? Who are you?
Dawn Stars.
He caused a wad of bloody pledgeon on the floor.
Fleetmaster Ko hired them to tend the fields that supply the mainland, but they started acting strange, dreaming strange.
You mean dreaming of things to come?
One of them, Latharin, had a row with the Fleetmaster over it, left angry just before the Colossus showed up.
But here and the soldiers glare at the farmer, that this explains everything. Maybe there is something there. You're understandably upset, but let's not jump to conclusions. Think about it, how could a bunch of farmers have done this? They're stuck here too. And they're obviously scared. Be kinder to them. Let's go with 3. Thyra seems to consider your words, but the wounded soldier shakes his head. Ada seems pleased. Shorty nibbles on her lips to hide a spreading smile.
I think their praying called it here, getting back at us for the Godhammer. Even if not, they definitely know something.
Yep, the Godhammer.
Spitting at our god? You ought to fear for the future of your soul.
Is there anything else? The finest cannons and bombards in the archipelago. Why, you can barely walk the ramparts without...
As she remembers the destruction outside, her indignation fades away, and that distant look returns in her eyes.
There's still one. There must be one. They can't all have been destroyed. But you'll need a trained artillerist to aim it.
She nods, pulling herself back from the brink
The
of panic.
big guns and me are on friendly terms already, Captain.
Maya shrugs his hood and grins. Where is this Hydro lighthouse?
On the western side of the fort. It's a true marvel, a monument to Rawatayan engineering.
Proof we can tame and transform this place, once we get rid of the scale bellies.
The Rawatine and the Amawa, and then the Huana. They're all the same species, I believe, right?
Zahira, assistant quartermaster. Don't go back out there. You'll be safe here until reinforcements arrive.
Just stay away from the water. Damn scale bellies are hiding down there. They'll ambush if you get close.
Sometimes you can see them, if you look carefully.
Watcher, I was wondering if I could run something by you.
What's on your mind?
Well, to put it simply, you are.
He swallows thickly.
I've tried, but I can't get you out of my thoughts and dreams.
What does that mean? Stop right there. What does that mean?
Forgive my audacity. I know I've got no place to, but I care for you. More than I can rightly say. I was wondering if you might return the sentiment.
I thought you were interested in Eder.
I thought I was too at first, but somewhere along the way, well, I realized he wasn't the one making my heart stutter. I don't look up to him like I do you.
She wets her
And
lips.
he sure doesn't make me sweat like you do.
Oh boy. I've always been here for you, Shodi.
You have. I know you have. It's just that...
He glances down shyly.
The truth is, I was afraid to want you. I didn't think the Watcher himself could be interested in me. When you think about it, how powerful you are compared to me, it doesn't hardly make any sense, does it? I'm almost afraid to believe it. That you would want me just as much and fierce.
Shodi ducks her head, but it fails to hide the blush and smile across her face.
But darned if it doesn't make me so very, very happy.
Huck a loose strand of hair behind her ear. You're mine, Shodi, and no one else's. An easy, confident grin glides over Shorty's face, revealing her straight, white teeth. She runs the tip of her tongue over those pearly teeth, touching a canine thoughtfully, before she slowly, carefully entangles her fingers within yours. Pupils below, and she inhales a breath.
I'm gonna make you so glad you picked me, Watcher. You'll see.
He rocks forward and then touches her lips to yours. She nuzzles gently once. Twice, back and forth. Before opening to you on an exhale, her eyes sliding across it. She deepens the kiss. Interesting. I had no idea they had romance options in this game.
You taste like forgotten dreams. Like fate.
He passed softly after her eyes opening and watch it all. Why don't we continue discussion somewhere more private?
Watcher, I thought you might never ask.
Oh boy.
There's so much I've longed to try and to see. Or to not. Let me turn my lantern low. I want nothing but shadows between us.
Languidly, Shorty runs a hand through her mussed hair. She watches you hungrily, though she should be well sated.
That was divine. Surely, Watcher, you are a blessing from gone.
Oh boy. Alright, so we gotta rest on this island, go to this lighthouse, kill some enemies on the way.
Hey, watch out.
Explosives, perhaps. Explosives 9.
Just like
No
that.
good.
And frequently used abilities. Form of the Helpless Beast. Call to slumber, cause a group of enemies to momentarily fall asleep. Falling prone until the effect ends or they receive damage. Call to slumber cannot affect vessels. Necrotic Alliance. Damage 40 to 51. Creates a lance of pure necrotic energy causing corrode damage instantly over time.
Still got it.
Alright, there goes the snake man. Yuck. Coral Naga sword.
Oh? As you wish.
Oh, here's the lighthouse right here. Oh shit, they turned to statues.
Will do.
Explore for a bit before we get to the
watch
light.
out.
There's barrels there. I wonder. Well,
Now that order's too tall.
you know what? Just let me just.
Gladly.
Exceed honor.
Oh, good.
Let's go.
Look at her. Okay, activate Spirit Frenzy, Rapid Recovery, Shredder. For 35 damage plus 7 fire damage. Emotional, plus 20% damage dealt as burn, when above 50% health, and 20% damage dealt as freeze when below. Plasma increased, might, plus 5 strong. Main penetration. Circle of protection. Some potent protection. Eder. 15. Let's go here, buddy.
You see that, Ishi?
Charge. Wild sprint.
Just like that.
Barbarian becomes able to charge with reckless abandon, gaining the nimble inspiration as well as immediate engagement. Barbaric roar.
Right on top.
Let's do it, buddy. Here we go. While active, attacks can stagger foes.
Let's go.
Oh, good.
Colored hits Coral Naga Archer for 25 advantage plus 5. That's 28. Just let's see. Damn. So that does 28. So let's see what this weapon does next time.
Huh?
Oh, we can. We can interact with it. Nice. A heavy brass bombard is perched atop the wall, pointing out to sea. From here you have a commanding view of the flooded fortress. You know that swell of fatherly pride when you see a newborn? Getting my taste of it. Map pats the height of the weapon. Check for ammunition. The bombard itself is not loaded, and you don't see any ammunition for it nearby. Best pay another visit to the anxious quartermaster if you're low on shot. The bombard continues its lonely vigil. Scan the fortress. Broken tower rises feebly from the water. You see no sign of life until you note movement near the center of the fort. A large cluster of Naga has congregated on the central walkway. Turn the bombard toward the cluster of Naga. You try, but it's stuck. Looking down, you notice the gears attached to the rotating platform are rusted. Whoever was shirking their maintenance duty had better not be among the casualties. Maya glowers at the sorry state of the platform. But let's use our strength to push it. Success. Despite the rusted platform shrieks and burn in your arms and legs, you manage to turn the bombard toward the Naga. The bombard continues its lonely vigil. Aim at the cluster of Naga. Go with you. Ooh. Ish.
Sure.
Oh shit.
I've got it.
Robotai scale armor.
Yeah? Right.
Interesting. They have souls. Interesting.
Hey, watch it.
Roll of minor healing.
Take him down.
No. Actually, no, let's not do that.
You see that?
Vigorous defense. Targets minus level defense is increased. Okay. Collect Godwoken hits Coral Naga Warrior for 41 damage. Definitely more. What year 20 to 29.
Moeth, Ixie, Onus.
Wounding shot. Abilities.
Ha! Right between the eyes.
Moeth, Ixie, Onus. Gone darn it!
Sure.
Quick save.
Looks like trouble.
Ahora.
Moeth, Ixie, Onus. Just like that. Moeth, Ixie, Onus.
Yeah?
Oh shit.
So good.
Solid color looking hits not over 24.
I reap what I sow.
Okay.
For the wrong Anui. You see that, Ishi?
45, damn, I crits it for 45. Nice.
Speak freely. You were saying?
Let's see what's in here. Way in. We'll use pry bar to open. Oh shit. Let's send the watcher.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I leveled. Okay. Athletics, Stealth, Intimidate, Metaphysics. Oh. Ram Sprint. Shove nearby enemies back when activated. The next attack made during the sprint gains a large amount of accuracy. The Barbarian hits so hard that ordinary means of defense can be easily overpowered. When attacks that normally target deflection, the Barbarian will instead attack Fortitude if it is a lower defense. Spell grants a chance to completely resist the effects of a hostile spell. Gain a small chance to completely avoid any attack. Death Ring. Cause a black ring of necrotic energy to being that spreads out in all directions, causing corrode damage to enemies it touches and destroying those that are near death. Gaze of the Adragon. Gives the caster a mystifying gaze of Adra creature that provides the spell's namesake, petrifying enemies with their effect. The accuracy damage of victim bombs, most of my devices. Critical hits. Your sweep the Tiger's melee weapon in a large arc, making a primary attack on each foe, knocking them back and prone. Refreshing defense becomes fiercely determined to inflict oncoming blows, dramatically because all defenses for a short time. But it draws strength from their own indomitable spirit, causing them to regain a portion of their health lost from each attack. Go with this. Improved critical and clear out. Let's use him. Let's talk to this fool. You feel the presence of a soul, twisting and sinuous. It notices you too and draws nearer. Its restless essence tingles against your own. It is searching, hunting. You recognize its soul as of a Naga.
What is this? Come closer. You glow so brightly, just like
The soul recoils from a memory of violence, like a child snatching her hand from a hot stove. There's your body. What are you searching for?
Away.
Memory blooms at her core, burst of vehement shudders through her essence.
The striped fiends profane the island, endlessly burrowing, building. They bury the Adra under stone. Sugan says we must find a way in. Sugan says I must find a way in.
There is warmth in this thought. Pride. Who is Sugan?
Speaker for the gods. Grandfather to many.
They clearly are not animals. They have intelligence.
And here I must find a way in. The fiends gather at the walls, searching too. Not for me, but they see me still.
You feel a prickle of sympathetic pain as if pierced by a volley of bullets. I guess she was pierced. Come with me.
You know what it is to roam, to seek distant places. Yes, I feel this in you. Your feet, your eyes, they find the way.
He melts into the ether and becomes a quiet presence beside you.
On it.
Always willing to help a lost soul. Let's get out of here. They aren't just filthy animals. They're trying to protect nature itself, the island, the Adra, the natural order of things. The methods obviously leaves much to be desired, but considering everything. Training hall. Oof, dead Naga.
What did you find, Ishi?
I've got it.
Grenade. Exceptional medium shield.
Right.
Let's activate path mode real quick. An entire section of the wall has been smashed, leaving a chasm of jagged rubble below. Broken planks and battlements judged from the opposite side of the break. Oh, that's it. There was something more. Let's come here. Obviously. Go to the engineering workshop. A shuffler hides here.
His fear. Open. Open.
Diplomacy. Spiritual ally summons an extra planar ally loyal to the priest. The hell?
Uh-huh.
Take him down.
Oh!
There's him.
Oh, good. Oh. The stuff.
Moe, Ixie, Ona. Yeah?
Oh?
Moe, Ixie, Ona.
No mercy! Yes?
Hey. Taking
I'll
out
get
some.
that for you. I'll get that for you.
Yeah. Records received from Takoa 139 barrels of saltpeter. Can I just take it? Oh.
Aye. I shall.
On it.
Boy.
You were saying? I'm listening.
I see the wits.
Ah, Ulu Than.
Yes, let's try again. Lava beyond seek.
Hey,
Moeth Ixie.
that wasn't half bad.
Moeth Ixie Oneth.
Savage Defiant. Triumph of the Crusader.
Stop that! Right on.
Moeth Ixie Oneth.
Let's go!
Second wind.
Just
No good.
You see that?
Ixie Oneth.
Take him down.
Lava beyond seek. Oh?
I reap what I sow.
Let's go.
That's not supposed to happen.
Moe. Ixi on us.
Lavaru beyond seek.
Oh, good.
Moe.
That must have hurt.
Ixi on us.
Yeah. Got it.
Oh?
Just like that.
Moe. Ixi on us.
Right between the eyes.
Indeed.
Alright. Let's come here. Okay, nothing left there. Let's go to the lighthouse. Quick save.
Enemies ahead.
Oh, good.
I don't think I can pull that off.
Ulu Sen.
Eesh, look at those chunks of meat.
Moe. Ixi on us.
Chunks of snake flesh. Alright. So this Sango Ford expanded design. Letter from Latherin. Ko, you know I've never been one for superstition, but I'm telling you, there's something to these dreams. Couldn't tell you what they mean, only that they wake me 3 times a night. All of us working your farms, yes, Asians to a man, are having them too. I've got no mind to tell you how to run your fort, but I've got to look after my brethren here. We left homes and families back in Red Saris. Deerwood's neighbor to the north, Red Saris. Red Saris is a nation firmly rooted in its Aethasian faith, a fervor that took hold during the events of the Saints' War and remains even after the apparent death of Aothis. And now we're seeing strange things and laboring next to ducks, ransom, and black powder. Or did you reckon a dumb hick like me wouldn't notice?
The season of harvest is here.
Let's go.
Good.
You see that, Ishi?
Moe. Ixi on us.
Hey, that wasn't half
Get
bad.
threshed.
Lavaru beyond seek.
Oh, good.
Lavaru beyond seek.
Nice.
I hear you. What can I do you for?
Alright. Oh shit. You remember the feat that made these stomping across Kaid Nua. Quick save. Going here to the lighthouse. The night with the luminous Adra in the lighthouse. The lighthouse is quiet but or soft. Sibilant whispers, there's a repetitive incantatory quality to them. Yet as you cross the threshold, an old Naga with skin like cracked leather breaks off. He swivels his face to you, baring one fang.
The sea-striped fiends send you to uproot the tree of the gods, yes? Their blasphemy knows no bounds.
Give the order, Captain. Or just nod. I'm not picky.
Oh boy. You definitely hate these snake dwellers, don't you? His head twitches in her direction, his tongue flickering.
So, the fiends corrupt even the sand-striped ones. Now I taste their stench on her. If you join them in befouling the Adra, then you will join them in death too.
You're telling me this slaughter is all about Adra? They died honorably, show some respect. Quiet, both of you, I'm not here to yammer about a bunch of corpses.
The tree of the gods, yes, which these fiends plunder and profane. Go! Carry a warning of what you have seen to the other shufflers.
His tongue whips from his mouth like a ripped streamer. I need to approach the Adra. What warning do you expect me to deliver?
That shufflers must not disturb these roots, or the gods will destroy the islands again.
You're saying the gods have brought ruin to the undead fire before? He bears his broken fang in surprise.
Do your stories say nothing of the many disasters? Of the shuffler nests washed away like foam many generations ago? The sand-striped ones built great hives across the islands, and bastions around the Adra roots.
At this, the other says angrily, who are these shufflers you're mentioning? Sandstripe, you're describing the Hoana. Hoana civilization spanned the archipelago, but the Inquitans built temples around the Adra.
They did not build alone. The sand-striped ones helped, as they help other fiends now.
The eyes admire coldly.
Their meddling displeased the gods. So the gods smashed their works with heaving volcanoes and crashing waves.
Interesting. Insight. So you think history is repeating itself?
You shufflers are beasts of habit. You do not learn. You do not change. You cast off your sheddings by night, only to put them back on at daybreak. You wrap yourself in filthy, worn-out things.
A tremor of disgust ripples through his body.
Our ancestors hid deep, where the waters quenched the fires and muffled the storms. They remembered while shufflers scattered. Now, the shufflers build again.
I guess shufflers is referring to as walking.
The gods see. They will tear them all down.
The Otis came to reach the Adra, not to punish anyone. Barrett sent me. I'm here doing the will of the gods. I'm a watcher. I can restore the Adra if you'll just let me near it. His tail whips the ground as he considers you.
If your fat tongue speaks true, then give us proof.
Get to the point already. Look up. Barrett, this would be a great time for one of your demonstrations. Adra is not a root that withers, but a channel of essence. This one is merely blood. I can show you.
If this is not some fat-tongued lie, then show us. Approach. Restore the blessing of the gods to the Adra.
As your hand touches the dim Adra, you feel the same cool, pricking sensation that you did when you touched the pillar near Port Mage. You concentrate on the pillar. The world around you swiftly falls away, leaving only the vast emptiness of the in-between. The Adra and a multitude of golden threads undulating off into the distance. For a second time, you gather the threads in your mind and bind them together, forming a solid tether that ripples out toward its distant anchor. Again, a crack sounds from the terminus. Your consciousness is violently pulled along the cord. You are prepared for the sensation this time, but are still disoriented when you come to a sudden stop. You find yourself standing behind a familiar Titanic statue as it trudges through invisible waters, standing at Aethys's shoulder. Your soul is dwarfed by the massive god's form. Energy pulses along the tether, each wave feeding the Audra's movements. He stops. His head cranes behind him, again accompanied by the sound of stone shearing and buckling. His eyes rest upon you. He does not reach for the cord, but considers you for a long span of silence before speaking.
Your first attempt to contact me was brave. This second attempt, is it born out of desperation or something else? Why do you continue to follow me, Watcher of Cadnua?
Are you really not that? Are you really that clueless? You destroyed my castle and ate my soul, jackass. I want to know what you're doing. I want to prevent you from causing any more harm.
Many Kith would like to know the god's designs. Why is it so important to you?
If I can tell Baroth what you're doing, it will be a ransom paid for my soul. The last time you appeared, it heralded the death of thousands.
At first, he does not respond, but there is a wavering from the light within him. A momentary dimming that allows you to see the souls within the Audra clearly.
I never sought violence or death, but Margren and the Hand Occult have ensured that the world believes the madman Widewind tried to destroy the Deerwood and everyone in it.
Widewind, isn't that what he did? Goddess of war, fire, transformation, purification, consumption, trials, patron goddess of the Deerwood. Thought to have blessed the god hammer bomb that destroyed Widewind, possibly Aethys.
In truth, a war was what I desired, but not one of violence. I sought a war of conscience. If people saw that the ruins so faithfully guarded by the Glanfathans were nothing more than machines the Angwithans had used to turn themselves into gods, what could that mean?
Interesting, so you're trying to expose them, show them its advanced technology.
Aethys becomes silent. You can sense his presence advancing back along the cord between you. His energy flows over your hand, tendrils of light probing into the air around you. They poke and prod at the silent lost souls hovering in your vicinity.
You are in a unique position. In spite of the work of the Leaden Key and Hand Occult, you have seen through our facade. You know the god's true nature.
Indeed. They aren't gods at all, or God at all. They're just mere creations that have gained knowledge of creation itself and used it to gain power over nature. So they're not truly gods, they're mortal, they will die. They can die, rather. They're long-lived, they have power. They can control these energy essence and so forth, but they're just advanced human individuals. Creatures, creations themselves of a more infinite, timeless entity. The one true God of existence itself.
Without the benefit of your knowledge, few mortals would be willing to accept the true history of their gods. After all, we weren't. The last time I walked Aora, I made a mistake in not revealing my true purpose. I believe you would understand it better than most.
Well, what are you waiting for? The gods want answers, I'm honored. Not.
Yes, I will tell you, but this is not the time. As I take this body farther from the lighthouse, the tether grows weaker, and I have already tarried too long. Soon this link will unravel completely. If I have not reached my destination when that happens, I will need to pull more souls from your world.
Wait, is that what happened at Hasango? Well, let's not let that happen then. I'll meet you there.
It is. When you contacted me from Port Maje, I had to sever my tether to the luminous Adra. Without it, I lacked the strength to reach Hasango. I pulled souls from the creatures of the ocean and from the people at Hasango until I could reach the lighthouse.
Holy shit. Yep, and another flaw of your so-called gods is that you need energy from so-called lesser beings to function. You are not self-sufficient, as a god is supposed to in its original definition and meaning and understanding of what God itself is. God is omnipotent, omniscient. Anything less than that creates contradictions and problems. You are not self-sufficient. You need souls, otherwise you lack energy. You need us, lesser beings. Less knowledgeable, less in control of nature, less technologically advanced. And so you're not truly gods, you're just beings that have power that could be attributed to God, but God's power is completely different and nothing like creation's.
The soldiers in Naga there were no threat to me. I did not kill them out of malice, but simply to keep this body moving.
That's quite a vulnerability. Did I cause you to kill all these people? Heartless, pitiless act. That's quite a
That question, Watcher, requires a more
The edges of Aethys's massive form blur and dissolve. The huge figure retreats from you. As it moves, the tether begins to rapidly unravel. As Aethys speaks, his voice sounds garbled, fragmented, and distant.
If you would know more, find me at the Ashen Maw in Margren's Teeth. I must rest there before I begin my final work. When I leave that place, you will not be able to follow. Before I go, I should return some of this to you. I still have need of the great power of your soul, but I can spare you this portion.
A pulse of energy moves back along the golden cord toward you. It feels familiar, comforting, even before it contacts you. The energy washes over you, flooding you with feelings and memories you had thought long forgotten, until they settle back into the cracks of your soul. And then the tether and cord snap, Aethys's figure evaporating into dust that mingles with the endless gray expanse. Heat rushes over you, and the uncomfortable sensation of the Adra Pillar's presence cuts off. The gloom of the in-between is pierced by the light of the living world. You are back in the lighthouse, no longer dim. The luminous Adra beside you is filled with warmth and light.
Interesting. This has interesting ideas. I, too, would like to expose the gods for not truly being gods, but just advanced beings. Creations of the one true God, the immutable, the self-sufficient, the infinite. Achievement unlocked, establishing link. Rendezvous with it. Request. Waiting fire. Naga stared at the glowing Adra up their diamond pupils wide. Sugan turns his gaze to your body in cautious half.
Long have we kept peace with the sand-striped people, but then the foreign ones came and spread, killed our people, built their hives everywhere.
Your type weren't exactly accommodating.
We were sure the Godwalker came to cast them out, that driving them away was a holy mission.
Curiosity and concentration similar in size. Slaughter is never a holy mission. That's because they killed your people and took your land. They see everything differently. The gods have bigger concerns than our feuds. We must learn to live together. There's no point in speculating about the will of the gods. You should be driving them out. You just didn't hit them hard enough. The gods have bigger concerns than our feuds. We must learn to live together.
But on whose terms? We must go. I know not what this means, but our brethren should hear of it.
Not an option, Snake. Bet you were keeping count of how many good soldiers you fanged.
Maya narrows her eyes and draws her weapon, shoulder lifts her chin in interest. Let it go as you wish, Maya. And now he owes us. A debt is more useful than blood. Killing him will bring them back. There's been too much death here already, and now he owes us. That is wasting of blood.
Captain?
Rest you heard. Right eye twitching. Pace yourselves, we have more important fights ahead of us. Stand down, that's an order. Vengeance won't save the ones you lost, soldier.
Aye, aye, sir.
Gritting her teeth, Maya secures her weapon, stands down, her fist balled at her sides.
You show us something new today, Shuffler. Thank you for this. And for your mercy.
He presses something into your palm before departing. You've gained an item. Strand of favor. It's a temple. Favors minus 10% hostile effect duration. Each range attack with weather range of such force.
Captain, a word?
Let's be reminded, soldier.
You've spoken to Aethys, which means you know what we're up against. If the fleet sailed up to him and fired every cannon at once, I imagine we'd have a fighting chance at taking a chip off his kneecap. There's no stopping him, is there?
We're ruling out the chance of an unlikely solution. I'm following Barrett's instructions, of course. Our course will become clear in time. Who says we need to stop him? Not everything can be solved through violence.
Get used to it. That's how things get done in this part of the world.
Sighs away some of her tension, rolling her shoulders and cracking her neck.
I suppose there's a certain appeal to recognizing the inevitable. We don't have to waste our breath trying to stop it.
It would be nice if the gods summoned the courage to intercede. Care to elaborate?
It reminds me of the first time I shot to kill.
Maya folds her arms and grins.
There he stood, a pirate captain barking orders from the forecastle. Out of everyone's range but mine. The wind toyed with us. I took aim, never thinking I'd make the shot, but then I felt this awareness, like someone out there was aiming me. A cannon blast took me by surprise. I squeezed off a shot, expecting it to fly wide, but the bullet took my target between his eyes. I don't know if Barrett kicked open a door or the Sky Mother held my hand, but that man was meant to die. I've got that same feeling now. Better or worse, I know that Aethys is meant to succeed.
Never question your career choice. Time will tell her this getting what he wants is good for the rest of us.
Hope I didn't take the wind out of your sail.
You
Whether or not we can change anything, at least we can say we were there. That's more than most people get. I've got some answers.
You wait in fire, the hunt for Aethys. Invited me to speak with him further in Ashen Maw and Mockman's Teeth, the chain of volcanoes that rises from the northernmost seas of the Deadfire. Aethys plans to restore his power somewhere in Mockman's Teeth, undoubtedly from a large vein of luminous Ardra. That's one more thing we do gotta do. Which is... what's her name? If she's not at this fort, she's probably further up north on the island somewhere. Shit. There you go.
The snakes are fooling themselves if they think this is over.
These are good when they're snakes, right?
As much as I like pretending nothing happened, perhaps we should talk about your episode with the Ardra.
When the captain goes all starry-eyed like that? The crew starts to ask questions.
If you got something to tell us...
You don't look like you're gonna be sick this time, so I take it that's a good sign?
A strange feeling part of my soul in the body of a god. Aothis is heading to a place called Margaret's Teeth. Aothis is not what I expected.
I don't suppose you happen to see where Aothis is headed next.
Margaret's Teeth. It's notoriously pedestrian looking. Aothis is heading to a place called Margaret's Teeth. You'll have to follow me to find out Margaret's Teeth. You need better have a damn good explanation when we get there. He's going to Margaret's Teeth. Okay.
So what you're saying is we're headed to Mogren's Teeth, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright then, let's do this.
Scale-bellied cowards! I knew they'd run! Look at our beacon. Even the Colossus couldn't destroy it. And those snakes aren't so tough now, are they? The lighthouse shines again. We survived. It's proof that our people can conquer anything. That our works can survive even here. The Hansanui will want to thank you personally for your help here. And she should also know what we're up against. She's usually at the Brass Citadel in Nekataka. Though she gets called to the palace often, haggling with the Queen and the Valians. Looking for a real challenge after what you did to those scale bellies? The only thing I know about the place is it's supposedly made of fire. And no one's ever come back from it. But anything can be overcome. Clear skies.
Something I can do? I got time.
Light of Aethys be upon you, neighbor. Are you looking for survivors?
A short lady, about my age. Came from Deerwood with her son. Let's see. Freckles, Braids, usually. Punches you in the arm if she likes you, face if not. Oh, and that's if you're lucky.
No, that doesn't sound like anyone.
You gotta be her son. Got her nose and her freckles. You don't have to lie to me, kid. I'm a friend of your mother's. She hiding from someone? Maybe an ex-lover who gave her the best night of her life?
No, I misspoke.
Forget it. Just tell me something. Your father, you know him?
I'm sorry, who are you?
With Alava, though, it was more like she had carnal relations with you.
Yes, I knew my father when I was very young. He was a man of strong faith.
Have to be. You get Alava mad, you need a god on your side for protection.
He was lost to us during the purges, which was how we came to flee here.
So you met him. Well, that's great. You had a dad. Where's your mother now? Got a lot of catching up to do.
My mother is with Aethys. I don't think you take my meaning. She passed the veil a few years ago. A flu. It's possible her soul has taken a new body by now. But if she was truly blessed, she marches instead beside the shining god.
You lied to us. Said you didn't know her. Expect me to believe this now? Funny, you wouldn't know what to look at him.
I'm not lying. She's buried on the other side of that hill.
How could she be gone?
Don't be troubled by her passing. All souls that march with Aethys receive his warmth and light. Aethys has come to us twice now. Even Oblivion couldn't slow his march. We shouldn't have opposed his first coming. He meant to rally us under his banner.
Oh, I know a lot of dead deer woodens who will be relieved to hear that. And seeing what we've seen, it's hard to believe they got our best interests at heart.
Aethys forced everyone to declare themselves as ally or enemy, nothing more. Now he marches again, and we have a chance to correct our mistake.
Well, that's charitable.
I would like to have joined him when he passed this way, but I was weak. It won't happen again. You can't build on broken foundations. Real change needs destruction. I trust my God knows better than I do. He knows truths I'll never learn.
And got that right.
I was once lost. I struggled as you do now. But the partisans of the lighted path have restored my faith in Aethys. What greater honor than to march in his vanguard? We began as children of the Dawnstars, separated from each other as we questioned our purpose. But then Aethys granted a vision to Gadarian Bosch. Bosch saw an illuminated path lighten the way through a black abyss. And he saw Aethys marching on the path, and Aethys bade him to march alongside.
Not quite how I've been seeing it, but everyone's open to their own interpretations.
And the Shining God told Gadarian Bosch to gather an army of the God's truest followers, and to prepare to lead it into battle.
You'd think after getting blown up, he'd slow down on the battling.
Gadarian Bosch warned us. Those outside the partisans may ridicule us and test our faith, especially our old families and others close to them. We've learned it's best to keep to ourselves and those with open minds, which relations and friends mostly aren't. Aethys himself has appeared in Deadfire in the form Gadarian Bosch foretold. That's more proof than any of his faithful could ever have. What fortune to be given this opportunity, to know our God in the living world. There'll be a great journey. Gadarian Bosch knows the way. We don't know. The end of the path hasn't been revealed to Gadarian Bosch yet, but to the faithful, it shouldn't matter.
We can go. Hey, kid. What was your name again?
Bairn.
Right. This lighted path fellow, Bosch. Sounds interesting. There's some way I can meet him?
He's usually on the move, rallying followers. But the partisans of the lighted path often gather in the Temple of Aethys in Nekata. I am soon to go there myself, in fact. There's an adherent there, Ogna, who initiates new partisans. No doubt she'd be pleased to help you. Aethys needs able soldiers, even in their elder years. You should consider what Ogna has to say. It might speak to you. Farewell.